How's it going, everybody? This is Seer here. We have our Week 3 matchup for Cosmic Crucible. Today we are going against our opponent, Freedom, and this is a crazy matchup that I had today, so I'm actually really excited to put this video out. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. If you do, please remember to give this video a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe to the channel. Let's go ahead and check out my opponent's TCP and defense to see what we're going against today. Freedom is 99 million TCP, and I am currently at 109 million TCPs. This is going to be about a 10 million power punchdown. However, like I said, this is a very crazy matchup. Let's go ahead and check out the defenses, and you'll kind of see why. For stage 1, my opponent is using the Seeker Defenders with Dorm. For stage 2, they have the Out of Time team with Silver Surfer. For stage 3, they have the Spider Society with Mephisto. For stage 4, they have the X-Treme X-Men with Spider-Man Noir, so that's a pretty interesting fifth option to be added in there. For stage 5, they have the 4-piece Orchis along with Dr. Doom. And for stage 6, they have the Annihilator Super Skrull team. Let's go ahead and start the attacks. For stage 6, we're going to use our 3-piece Mercs for money. We're adding in Ultimus and Apocalypse in here. I don't have Ares passive awakened, so I'm not able to use him, so I am going to be using the Apocalypse version for this one. Ultimus is going to start by using this ultimate into the Gladiator. We unfortunately weren't able to flip any of those positive effects into the negative effects though. Old Man Logan's going to end up using the special into the Gladiator. I did debate about using this into the Gore, but I didn't want to get the Taunt and Safeguard back onto the Gladiator. For Apocalypse's turn, we use the ultimate targeted on the Gladiator, so that way we can get the assist in from the Old Man Logan as well. Now we're going to use the Falcon Punch into the Gladiator, and we do get one member killed. The Super Skrull does end up using this ultimate that kills the Pandapool and Deadpool, but they both do come right back. For Pandapool's turn, we're going to end up targeting the Super Skrull and we use the ultimate. I want to get that extra damage from the Old Man Logan assist on him. For Old Man Logan's turn, we're going to end up targeting the Gore and we use the ultimate. The assist comes in on him and we do some pretty massive damage to the enemy team. Old Man Logan's going to use the basic into the Gore and we get another kill. Pandapool's going to use the special into the Thanos endgame. Again, the assist comes in on the Thanos. And Old Man Logan's going to end up targeting the Super Skrull and we use the special. That does end up killing the Ultimus, the Super Skrull, and almost takes out the Thanos. Now we have a very easy cleanup for the victory. For stage 4, we're going to end up using our Superior 6 team with Vulture. That has worked very well into the X-Treme X-Men with Rogue, so even with Spider-Man Noir there, this counter should still work perfectly. Vulture will be going first for our team. We're going to end up targeting the enemy Nightcrawler and using the special, so we do get slows out there on the Nightcrawler, Forge, and Gambit. Green Goblin Classic's going to end up targeting the Forge and we use the ultimate. That is a nice turn meter rewind and gets trauma with some negative effects out there. For Kraven's turn, we're going to use that special into the Forge. Again, that hits the entire team and we get the ability block on the Forge as well. Doc Ock's going to use the special so that way we can summon out the Shocker. And the Green Goblin Classic Ping ends up taking out the Spider-Man Noir. For Spider Slayer's turn, we end up using the ultimate into the Forge. We're able to use that because the Spider-Man Noir is a Spider-Verse character. Vulture is going to end up using the ultimate. That is another turn meter rewind to the enemy team. The Green Goblin Classic Ping takes out the Gambit. Shocker is going to use the special. And Vulture is going to use the basic into the Nightcrawler. And Shocker is going to end up using the ultimate, and we get the Nightcrawler killed off. Again, we have a very easy kill on the Rogue by using Green Goblin Classic Special, and we got the victory. For stage 3, we're going to end up doing the double sack into the Spider Society Mephisto. We're first going to use the Invaders, we're going to follow that up by using the Bifrost team, and the main goal is to pull as many abilities as we can, along with getting that double exhaust into the Mephisto. We're going to end up taking this team out by using the Secret Defenders with the Eternals. Ms. Morpher Harlot will be going first. We're going to target the enemy Spider-Man Pavitra and use the ultimate. That's going to rewind the Mephisto, the Pavitra, and the Peter B. Parker. For Black Cat's turn, we use the special into the Peter B. Parker, so we do get that trauma stun on him. For Ghost Rider Robbie, we're going to end up targeting the Spider-Man Pavitra and use the special. We're able to get the ability block on him as well. And for Icarus's turn, we use the ultimate that flips those positive effects into negative effects, and we get a turn meter rewind. Cersei's going to end up targeting the Penny and use the ultimate as well for another turn meter rewind. And for Ghost Rider Robbie, we're going to target that Mephisto and use the ultimate. Because he's a striker, we're able to get the ISO attack in on him. For Black Cat, we use the ultimate into the Penny. That does end up doing a nice turn meter rewind. As you see, we have a lot of control right now, and we're basically taking out who we want when we want. This is a fantastic team to use as the third attack into this Spider Society Mephisto team. For stage 5, we're going to end up using our new warriors with Guardian into the Orchis Dr. Doom team. Now, the goal of this fight is to try to get as many pings as possible, along with doing the control with the turn meter rewinds. My targeting was a little off on this, so I'm going to point that out what I should have done in this type of fight. The Scientist Supreme is going to be going first and uses the ultimate ability on us. Because of the dodges that the new warriors have, we're able to dodge the Lady Deathstrike's opening move. Gwenpool will be going first, and we use the special into the Sentinel. That's able to get off of the taunt, and right here was the mistake. I end up using Firestar's ultimate into Dr. Doom as opposed to Lady Deathstrike. By doing this, I was thinking I want to get as many pings as possible by killing the Sentinel. However, my targeting is off as I was trying to tunnel down the Lady Deathstrike afterwards, when I should have been going for the Scientist Supreme because of her passive. When it gets to Scientist Supreme's turn, she does end up getting it to where the Dr. Doom comes back, and basically my fight ends up going haywire after that. The Gwenpool still ends up doing the ultimate here, and I was trying to fight back. However, my targeting was off. For Guardian's turn, I end up targeting the Lady Deathstrike and I use the ultimate. That does end up pushing the Dr. Doom, which ends up putting Scientist Supreme on the ride. At this point of the matchup, I figured I was going to end up losing this fight, so I was going to try to take out as many members as I could, and then go in for the cleanup afterwards. So if you do end up taking this fight, there is that 25% chance that Scientist Supreme will bring somebody back, which as you see ended up happening for me on this fight. For stage 1, I'm going to end up using my Cabal team. I'm bringing Kang in as a raider, and then I'm bringing Echo in. Echo's here to basically turn off the assist. Kang will be going first, and I made him a raider, so that way I can get the speed up on the Cabal members. Also, having Kang as a raider isn't a terrible idea. Kang will be going first for us, so I am going to end up targeting the Photon and using the special. I want to try to get the slow on the Mismover Heartlight was the goal, and adding slow onto Photon and Ghost Rider Robbie wasn't a terrible idea. The assists come in and we do get 1 kill on the Photon as well. Mismover Heartlight does end up doing the ultimate into the Namor, which ends up doing a turn meter rewind to us. For Iron Patriot, we end up doing the special, and we do get 1 kill on the Mismover Heartlight due to the assist that came in. For Leader's turn, we end up doing the special into the Dorm, and we were able to get the kill on him. I didn't want to risk him getting the special off, which would end up putting charges on him. Black Cat does end up using the special to put the stun on the Iron Patriot, and ends up taking out the Echo. For Namor's turn, I'm going to end up targeting the Mismover Heartlight and using the ultimate. We were able to get the kill on Photon and Mismover Heartlight due to that. And for Kang's turn, we're going to end up targeting the Black Cat and using the ultimate. That does end up getting the permakill, and we get the victory. We're going to go back to our stage 5 matchup. We're going to bring our Hive Mind, and that's going to end up being the cleanup for this fight. Because of the spawns that come in for Sentinel, we should be able to feed off those bots and get the turn meter and basically roll over this fight. Void Knight will be going first. We're going to stay targeted on the Dr. Doom and use the ultimate. That does end up putting the ability block on him and flips those immunities into disrupts. For Carnage, we're going to end up targeting the Nimrod and use the ultimate. That does end up getting the push, so we are going to start getting our turn meter. Gwenum's going to target the Sentinel and use the ultimate. Again, we're going to get more turn meter, and we're just going to roll over this fight. This ended up being a very easy cleanup because of where we left it off at. For stage 2, we're going to end up doing a burn attack into the out-of-time Silver Surfer team by using our Darkhold. Once we get the exhaust mechanic on the Black Knight, we're going to end up going in with our Tangled Web, Kestrel, Ironman Infinity War, and Nova. This team should have enough control and damage output to where we should be able to get the victory on this one. Spider-Man 2099 is going to end up targeting the Black Knight, and we use the ultimate. We unfortunately were not able to get the immunity off of him, so for Spider-Weaver's turn, we're going to target the Cosmic Ghost Rider and use the ultimate. The Kestrel ping does end up coming in, and we get a kill right off the bat. For Nova's turn, we use the special into the Captain America. We unfortunately didn't get the stun landed on him. Kestrel's going to end up using the ultimate into the Black Knight, and we get the reflexive taunt on the Captain America now. For Spider-Weaver's turn, we're going to end up using the basic. Because of the health that Spider-Weaver has, we're able to get more basic hits off of him, and we didn't need the charges because we already used Spider-Weaver's ultimate previously. When it gets to Iron Man Infinity War's turn, we end up using the ultimate, and we do end up getting the kill on the Captain America. When it gets to Kestrel's turn, the issue here is that the enemy team has the immunities on them, so I didn't want to end up burning that special, so we're going to just use the basic. When it gets to Spider-Weaver's turn, we do end up doing the special, so now we have another charge back on her. Because Silver Surfer doesn't have the immunity on him, we do end up doing the special from Kestrel into the Black Knight, and for Iron Man Infinity War, we end up doing the special, the Kestrel ping comes in, and we do get the kill on the Silver Surfer. At this point in the matchup, we're going to end up tunneling down the Captain Carter. I didn't want the chance of her bringing somebody back. And now we're going to end up tunneling down the Black Knight, and we do end up getting the victory here. And we do end up getting a draw on this one. We got the exact same points of 48,551. I kind of figured with the extra dropped attacks, this would end up coming down to efficiency, but I wasn't expecting a draw. Now I do end up having the higher TCP, so this is going to count as a victory for me. However, this was a very good, very close matchup, and I was very happy that I got matched up against Freedom. Let's go ahead and check out the defenses to see what happened. For stage 1, we end up using that Cabal, Kang, and Echo team into the Secret Defenders. We end up getting a 83-63. For stage 2, we did the burn attack, then we were able to come in with our Tangled Web, Pegasus, Nova combination team. The efficiency was not great here, and this did end up getting us a 79-47. For stage 3, we end up doing the double burn attack into the Spider Society Mephisto team. Then we followed that up by using our Secret Defenders with the Eternals. This ended up getting us a 75-63. For stage 4, we end up using our Superior 6 team with Vulture. We were able to get a pretty good victory of an 83-65. For stage 5, we end up having the dropped attack from the New Warriors Guardian into the Orchis Dr. Doom team. We were able to follow that up by using our Hive Mind, and we got a victory off of that. As far as the score goes, we got a 79-61. And for stage 6, we end up using our Mercs for money with Ultimus and Apocalypse into the Annihilators Super Skrull. We end up getting a victory of an 83-52. As for my defenses, my opponent ended up using their Superior 6, Vulture, and Northstar team into my X-Treme X-Men dorm. This ended up getting them an 83-64. For stage 2, my opponent ended up trying to use their Hive Mind with Nova into my Weapon X Out of Time team. That did end up getting me a defensive victory, and they ended up cleaning that up by using their Masters of Evil. This got them a 79-61. For stage 3, my opponent ended up using their Mercs for money with Ares. Because they have the passive from Ares unlocked, they are able to actually use this team. This went into my Annihilator Super Skrull team, and this ended up getting them at 83-60. For stage 4, my opponent ended up doing the true burn attacks into the Spider Society Mephisto. They ended up using their New Warriors to clean that up, which is pretty gutsy. This ended up getting them a 75-48. For stage 5, my opponent ended up using their Pegasus team into my Infinity Watch. This got them at 83-61. And for stage 6, I ended up putting my Illuminati with Black Knight combined into this team. This ended up beating their own Illuminati, then they followed that up by using their Cabal, Apocalypse, and Lizard, which pulled a lot. This did end up getting them the victory, but it got them an efficiency score of a 79-57. Overall, I was very pleased with how my defense performed. Even though we did end up getting the same score as a tie on here, I did end up getting the victory due to the TCP tiebreaker. Putting the Black Knight along with the Illuminati I think was pretty clutch, and it basically pulled the victory in for me. Having it to where that ended up pulling their Illuminati team, Apocalypse, and Cabal was a massive hit to my opponent to where they couldn't get the efficiency that they needed on the other teams. I'm going to end up testing this defense out for the rest of the week, and hopefully we can actually do some more testing and find out what the most optimal defense setup will be. If you do end up liking this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.